Hi guys, it's Carlos and Sophie here at Ultimate Fitness Training once again, and thank you so much for watching the video. Today I'm doing a little video with Sophie just to basically capture where she is on a journey to compete in July. So I'm going to ask Sophie a couple of questions that predominantly people that are trying to compete, or even girls that want to look a little bit better than normal. What I mean by that, I mean like abs, legs, bum and arms. I'm not talking about loads of muscle like bodybuilders, but look more sort of fitness aesthetic and also fitness models. So I'm going to ask Sophie a couple of questions, as I said, and let's see if she can actually tell us what has been a journey. So Sophie, tell me about what has been in terms of diet. What has changed for you since you started?
A lot. You have to be really strict, even though it's not the proper diet yet. You still have to prep all the time. You have to make sure your food's planned all the time. People are trying to get you to go out for meals, go out for drinks, eat crap all the time, and you just can't. And it is really hard, but you have to think of what the end goal is going to be. And if it was that easy, everybody would do it, and it's clearly not. So there's no shortcuts. You have to do it properly.
That's fantastic. What Sophie just said is very true. Like when you're trying to prep to get your body into a top shape, I mean, people are going to ask you to go out, and you're going to think, oh shit, it's where we going, and people go for pizzas, steaks, chips, rice, big condimented food, drinks as well. And obviously when you're competing, you can, if you want to, you can go and have those foods, but it won't look as great as you would if you didn't. So in terms of training, tell us about training. What has changed for you since you started?
I basically try and push myself all the time. I used to rest a lot before in between sets, which I don't do anymore. Try and make sure I'm sweating and I'm on the go all the time. Push myself. That's the main thing. You've got to push yourself. That's what Carlos has taught me. You can't just do weights and think that that's enough, because it's not. If you're not pushing yourself and hurting and aching and sweating, it's not working. So just trying hard.
It's a very good comment that Sophie just mentioned there in terms of pushing. Obviously the intensity has gone up now. For the simple fact is, a lot of people think they come to the gym and I don't want to go into detail that obviously how many people come to the gym and they don't know what they're doing. Obviously there is a great amount of people that know what they're doing as well. But what I do find a lot of the times is girls and guys that want to change their physiques, what they're actually doing in the gym is warming up. They actually are not. Because if you guys go back in time and you speak to people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, guys that are really the empires of, if you like, the legends of bodybuilding, they always say, those last 2 reps are the reps that make you grow, the reps that make you basically develop. And that's very true. From a scientific point of view, if you're not working those fast twitch muscle fibers, if they're not breaking in the right way, you ain't going to develop. So never mind how many sets you're going to do, no matter what exercise you're doing, if you're not breaking muscle tissue in order to tone up, you're not developing. That's what Sophie is on about there. And also the intensity as well between rest periods. If you're working on weights, but if you put the element of cardio elements as well in between, burns body fat as well, so it gives you a little bit more aesthetic physique. And if you see these girls, I'm not saying they are the best in the world, but they're actually beginning to be their greatest versions, and they're looking great. They balance their physiques, they're feeling better, they're toned, and that changes people's life. It changes people's, I'm sure you don't mind me saying this, it makes you feel better, right? It makes you feel a lot more like stronger. I'm sure you feel stronger, and you feel fitter, and that in itself is priceless. So one thing I want to ask Sophie is, what has changed between your sort of outlook in terms of training now? How do you feel how you were training, say, 2 years ago? How was it?
I think when I started training, I did it because I felt that I had to lose weight, whereas now I do it because I enjoy it, and that is my life. I don't do anything else. Friends don't ask me, are you going to the gym today? It's what time will you be back from the gym today?
Oh, bless you. Yeah.
But I enjoy it, and
so
you learn
lifestyle.
to love it, and you do the things that you like to do. Not weights isn't for everybody, and cardio isn't for everybody, but you find what you like to do, and you just do the best you can.
Perfect. So just a little video for you guys. I don't want to bore you anymore with so much detail. We're going to be doing a lot of more videos now. Probably Sophie's going to kill me now when I say this. We're going to capture Sophie's development a lot more. She probably doesn't want to do these videos, to be honest with you, but she's absolutely great. But it's good to capture your results where you are, and I always keep saying this on Instagram, capture your development. Where you are today, that's not where you're going to be tomorrow. Where you are tomorrow, that's not where you're going to be in 2 years' time. So capture your development. So with all that said, guys, you know where to follow me on Instagram. Instagram, Carlos Trainer 10, on YouTube, Carlos Trainer, and also on my website, ultimatefitnesstraining.co.uk. So with all that said, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit. Have a good day. Take care.